Hello. It's a skeinylegend podcast from Mexico. That's right. Officially in Mexico City. It's like siesta time, so my partner's having a nap. So I'm not gonna talk super crazy loud because I feel bad. Also, it's just so embarrassing to podcast. I can't explain why, but it feels embarrassing, and I don't want him to listen to me talking to myself about knitting. But whatever. Hi, I'm Anna, skeinylegend. I podcast. You probably already know this, so yes, we've officially started our Mexico trip. We are gonna be down here for 3 to 4 months. Crazy. Flew in yesterday. Already have eaten some Hot Fire Flames tacos. Haven't gotten sick yet. And I think that's all I have to report. I'm 28. Does anyone care about that? I feel like people always say how old they are in their podcasts, but like, I'm gonna stop saying because my birthday's soon, and then I'm gonna be 29, and like, whatever. And yeah, I'm just gonna talk about my knitting, and you're gonna listen and hopefully knit at the same time. If you are knitting at the same time, would love to know what you're knitting, because I'm curious, nosy. I want to know. So today is gonna be kind of a random mishmash. We'll start with, I actually was so proactive and filmed a clip while I was still back in Canada. We'll see how bad the background noise is. Whatever, that's a future me problem, and I'm gonna regret it when I'm editing later, but right now I don't care. So future me was proactive as hell, and I filmed a clip of some of the stuff that I finished that I didn't bring with me. So I'm gonna insert that now. Hi, hello, emergency broadcast from Eric's parents' house basement. I realized as I was packing all my yarn for my trip, which I'll show you some other time, that I'm actually gonna leave some of my finished objects here to pick them back up in the future, and I want to show you guys before I go. So it has to be done right now, ASAP. Basically, okay, so I do believe I mentioned in my last video that I got some yarn to make some baby knits, and I was really planning, I think, on actually knitting them in Mexico, but I got COVID. So my COVID project was all the baby knits basically, but oh my god, it's so heckin' cute, look. Oh my god, I'm literally obsessed with baby knits now. If you have a baby, hit me up. I'd love to knit something, but like, it's so stinking cute, and they're so satisfying and like fast to do. I was so sick that I couldn't knit for a couple days. That's how sick I was, and I still like cranked this little baby sweater out in like 2 days. I die. Anyway, this is a flax sweater. You can see the garter ridges they have down the sleeves. This is a flax sweater, free pattern on Ravelry by Tin Can Knits. I knit the 1 to 2 year old size. Baby's due in May. I figure I won't need a sweater until it's like 6 months, and just in case it's like a big baby, I went for the 1 to 2 year because I figure you can like roll up the sleeves if you want it to fit earlier, or baby can just wear it the year after. It's fine. And then I do kind of love, I think it's called the teddy bear sweater or something, whatever, by Petite Knit. And so I embroidered, honestly, I think this one's cuter than the one on her sweater. The one on her sweater is the face, I think, is kind of wonky doodle, but I just used some sock yarn scraps for this, so I figured, I'm not very good at embroidery. I don't have the patience for it, but I think from like afar it looks fine. me holding it up as if I'm going to try it on. So, baby sweater complete. This is going to stay here until I can give it to baby. And then I had leftover, so I knit some baby socks. These are like the stupidest looking thing. Like, why is it that shape? I don't know, but I creeped the Ravelry project page, and this is what the baby size was look like. These are also by Tinka Knit, so they're the matching sock to, oh, I think they're called Rye. Anyway, they're the socks. Heckin' cute. And then I forgot to grab, one moment. Now this isn't done yet, but I am working on a hat. And the hat is gonna have little bear ears, thus the little bear on the sweater. Genius. I know, thank you very much. These are all knit in Patton's Canadiana. It's an acrylic, good for baby. And yeah, if I remember to, I'll hopefully take a photo or something, because I'm hoping to finish this hat before I leave, but so I'll take a little photo or video and insert it in. Hopefully when I finish it, it's just gonna be it's just a stockinette stitch hat. I'll either knit or crochet some ears on. That's gonna be so stinking cute. So yeah, just wanted to get this recording in before I leave these in Canada until I'm able to give them to baby in the future, because baby currently does not exist. They exist, they're just not existing on their own yet. Anyway, semantics. Kisses. Hopefully I'll be going through what yarn I decided to pack and bring with me to Mexico. Also in this video at some point, but I don't know when I'm really gonna do that, so. Okay, we're back. Thank you for that past me. I'm just so impressed that I even thought to do that. I did not finish the hat in time. So there's just a tube sitting in my in-laws' basement, but they'll be fine with that. Next, okay, I finished my Sun Gazer by James and Watts. I actually realized I didn't weave in one end, so don't look at that, but I should be back. This is like the fun kind of like citrus side, and then I have my like by pride side. Well, this is a bit too red, it should be more pink. But that's fine, and I actually really love this. I was kind of hating it a lot while I was knitting it, but blocking like really saved this bitch. Look at me inserting clips. I'm gonna insert my clip. I did a little shitty Instagram reel of before and after blocking, and it's shocking how much of a difference it made. But yeah, I both loved and hated this. It was nice because, you know, you do these sections and you feel like motivated to do each section, but okay, there's like people going by in the street with like loudspeakers saying things. Mini mic. Okay, I'll let this person go by and I'll find my mini mic. Okay, I'm like so sorry that you probably couldn't hear me before, but mini mic's back, y'all. So sorry to anyone who followed me for my last video, which got like an abnormal amount of views, so I'm afraid, but you didn't understand that you couldn't hear me in any of my past videos because I didn't have mini mic. Today's mini mic is my scrap sock yarn ball plus seam ripper. Actually kind of liking this combo. So what was I saying? This, I actually frogged the entire thing that I might have shown in a past episode, and I ended up going down a needle size, so I think I ended up using a 4-5, and this really cool, so this is actually just one skein of yarn my mom got me from Italy. It was merino, and it was like a super slow fade, which originally I wasn't liking, but I do think it kind of turned out very cool. I did modify this quite a bit because the way James has you do it is there's a lot of ends to weave in. But then, I don't know why I didn't do this earlier, but I went back and looked at the Ravelry project pages and realized that if you knit an extra row on every segment, you'll end up back where you want to start picking up stitches for the next segment, and then you don't have to weave in an end every single segment. Otherwise, he tells you to have, like, yeah, it'd be 8 ends per side plus the end for the middle plus, anyways, a lot of ends. You still end up with tons of ends, but it's not as bad. Also, as I went around, you like kind of have to have the pattern to kind of know what I'm talking about. But when I did the second side, I also 3 needle bound off like as I went to also prevent ends. And then I also added a neckline. It's supposed to be just a raw neckline, but I added some ribbing because I wanted to. And I might have made the bottom hem a bit longer too. But anyways, I think I was saying before, I'm gonna mic down for a second, that like picking up the stitches along the sides I just found to be super messy, and I feel like they looked really terrible. Now when I look at them close up, it's like, because it's at a pretty loose gauge, so they do still kind of look like shit, but blocking like really changed the game on that. And I will say I like love, like here's the sleeve, like okay, that was a bad example. Let's try this one. I like these points where multiple sections come together. I think they look really cool and like, yeah, pretty smooth that they all come to one point. But yeah, I wore this quite a bit when I was in Toronto for a couple days this past weekend. And I was worried I wouldn't be able to wear it here, but it's actually not as hot here as I was expecting, which is good because I am itching my leg. I am not fun when I'm sweaty. So it's been like 18 degrees when I get out of bed, which is not that early, to like maybe 25 in the afternoon. To American friends, I'm sorry, figure it out. But so not crazy warm, like cool enough that I've been wearing a sweater in the evenings, which I don't have right now, but I've been wearing I brought my Moonset pullover that I've been showing in other episodes. I brought that with me, which I kind of hate it. I'm liking it more. It's the only sweater I brought. I do kind of hate it. It looks, this is so ridiculous, it looks too much like a commercial sweater that I purchased. Probably because it is so fine, like I did a fingering weight, so it's very thin, which was on purpose because I thought it'd be nice to not have a crazy warm sweater while we were here. But like to me, it looks a little bit too much like just a sweater I bought. I also don't love the color on me, so I've been trying to think of ways to spice it up. I've been thinking about maybe like duplicate stitching some fun patterns on it. Maybe it's my trip sweater, so maybe duplicate stitching things related to how my trip goes. I don't know, I don't have my full arsenal of supplies though, obviously. Whatever, that's an issue for later. For now, sun gazer. That's what I called it. It's Sun Gazer by James & Watts. Big fan. I think I will be wearing it actually quite a bit while we're here, at least for the first little bit. Well, it's, you know, February still, so not crazy hot. And yeah, I'm happy. I think that's the only other thing I finished. So we'll do quickly. I cast on a sock because, like I said, I've been trying to become an all year round sock girly. I'm saying that it's summer. I'm like, ooh, a summer sock girly. Obviously it's not summer here, okay? I realize, but for me, this is summer. Like mentally, it's summer. So I'm gonna say summer, even though I know it's February. I know this is not Mexico's summer. This is Anna's summer. Do we understand? Do you and me understand? Do you and me understand? Anyway, so as stated previously, I've been knitting myself some shorty socks. I have done some tests. So yesterday I wore my pedal drop socks all day, walked around, ate tacos, did all that shit, and my feet were warm. Not like unbearably so, but they were warm. Like when I got home, I did immediately take off my socks and like walk around on the tile floor, and it was quite nice. But I was like, we gotta do a control test. So today I did a control test with just like some regular ass commercial cotton socks, and my feet were also warm. So that, I think, just means that I have warm feet, and I think the shorty socks will be good. So I actually found in my stash this yarn. Can you see it? Can you see it? And I obviously don't have the ball band for this, but I believe this was actually a summer sock yarn of some sort. Like, I think it has a linen or a cotton component. It definitely feels like that. And so I cast on a pair of my #1 fan socks, which is just this like fun fan lace. There, you kind of see like that. And I thought it kind of looked like ocean waves in this colorway. And I'm doing a shorty version, so it's real short. And then I'm trying out a fleagle heel, or I think when it's top down it's called a strong heel or a gusset heel. So I'm just about to start the heel turn now, so it looks kind of wonky, but I've been enjoying like trying out some new heel types, especially on these shorty socks, just because they feel so fast and like, I don't know, quick. So I'll let you know how I feel about the fit of these, obviously, in our next update. But yeah, I am like torturing myself a bit. Like, I do really like the pattern this comes out in, but you do have to like knit 4 together, and it's kind of the worst. But we're powering through. This was my like plain sock. I obviously did not get much done because our flight was at like 5 a.m. No, it wasn't. We had to wake up at 5 a.m. Our flight was at 8, so I ended up just like sleeping on the plane most of the time. But the real reason I've gathered you here today is I wanted to discuss, this is all the knitting I packed for 3.5, 4 months. Now, obviously, I will be buying yarn here if I can, but we'll put on like my yarn snob hat for like a quick moment. Last time I was in Mexico 2 years ago, which was not in Mexico City, so obviously there's way more options here, but like I could not find any good yarn. It was mostly acrylic, and like for me, am a yarn snob. Like, me personally, I do not want to knit with acrylic because I'm sweaty, and it's also not warm. It's like enough for when I'm in Montreal, not warm enough when I'm in a warm climate, too sweaty. I have no judgment on anyone else that knits with acrylic. If you like it, power to you. It's cheap and cheerful, easy to get, fun to come by. I use it for baby knits, nice and machine washable, but for me, I'm a snob for me. So there's, most of the things I found before were acrylic, so I was like, I gotta bring stuff for me. So I think we'll just do a little tour of, this is everything I brought. I don't think it's enough, but we'll just have to figure it out, won't we? So, me back down, it's game time. Okay, firstly, what do I have on top? Oh, this is like an old top I crocheted myself back when I was like trying to be a crochet girly. I believe this was some sort of, it's actually kind of cute with the little scalloped hem, but like it doesn't fit, and it's like so heavy because it's crocheted, obviously. I believe this was like a bamboo fiber, so I brought it to Frog, and this one was like a last minute addition. This is getting for, maybe it's kind of cute. No, it doesn't fit, I don't think, but I brought this to Frog, so no plans in mind for this one. I also have like a little bit left here, so I'm currently soliciting ideas for this. It's like a purpley brown color. Can you see it? Yeah, I believe it was some sort of bamboo kind of thing. So yeah, if you have an idea, tell me. Thanks. Next, I bought this on a whim from Trailhead Yarns last year for Knit City. This is a cotton nylon blend, and it's actually, let's count together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I thought it was 6. Is it 5 or 6? Am I stupid? 1, 2, 3. I think it's 6 different colors. And I like desperately would like to do a Moon Crush tee with this, because I also brought this leftover True Blue that I had, which also matches the colors, you know. Now the issue is that I don't actually have enough yardage of each of these colors to do a Moon Crush. I'm imagining doing a front and back 2 different colors, and so I have enough per color to do like the lower yardage requirement sections, but the larger yardage requirement sections I don't technically have enough. So I'm wondering if, yeah, I can either stripe a section with like 2 colors that are pretty close to each other, like maybe these purples, or this purple actually matches with this one pretty good, or these blues maybe, or I could have, like, they're obviously curved sections, so like a curve with a line through it. I don't know how wackadoodle I'm looking to do, but yeah, I love forcing garments out of things that I don't have enough yardage for, so this is very on brand for me. I love like a little bit of stress while I'm knitting, because I can't get any more of this. I have plenty of this, I think. So also, total side note, but obviously I didn't pack myself a ball winder, and I'm realizing that I probably should have caked all this stuff up first, because now I'm gonna have to hand ball all of these, everything I brought. What was I thinking? I wasn't thinking. There was no thoughts. No thoughts were going on here. So how annoying. I'm gonna have to like hand wind all this. Maybe I'll get Eric in on it. Sometimes if he'll do it. I just have to ask and he'll do it normally, but like I feel bad asking. Anyway, stay tuned for my Moon Crush adventures, because I really want to do some more technique, you know, intarsia. I haven't really done any intarsia. I've done some, but like I'd like to do some, and that's like a nice easy intarsia pattern. It's cute. It's knit bottom up also, which means I can't really just be like, ooh, it's cropped if I like run out. We'll see. I'm probably gonna force it, and worst case I'll frog it, right? Because I don't have a lot of knitting to do. So if I just re-knit the same garment like 4 times, then that prolongs my knitting, right? Right. Okay. Next, we've seen this before, is this bad boy from the beautiful, lovely Melissa from Wild Wager Knits. It's a wool rammy silk blend. As discussed, this will become a mini mock neck for Sierra's knit along. Okay, they called me a liar earlier, saying they're not doing knit along, but they are. You don't need to have a prize to do a knit along. You can just knit along. And they were like, oh, it's just a friend knit along, but it's like, we're all friends here, you know. We're all friends here, so join the knit along, okay, in March, I think. Now again, I don't have enough yardage for this, sorry. It wouldn't pair well with any of these colors, but I brought some, I have some white cotton that I could use. That looks terrible. Does it look good with any of these colors? Because I was thinking I could do like all the hems in a contrast color that I didn't bring. I meant to go buy one, but I didn't. So maybe if I can get to a yarn store, actually this could be actually a really nice contrast color. Ooh, okay, this will be the contrast color for the ribbing. That way I can get like more length, because right now I think it'll be pretty cropped with this amount for me, but whatever. Once again, I love playing yarn chicken, so here we are. What's next? Next, I brought this. Ooh, this is a cone of linen rammy from Color Mark. I brought it. I'm thinking about trying to do a summer version of the, what is it called? By Furka Vest by Teti something rather. hopefully editing me is putting in like nice reference photos for everybody at home, for y'all at home, to know what I'm talking about. With this is just cotton as a contrast. I'm thinking I'll have to double this up again. Do I have enough yardage if it's doubled? Debatable, but I'm gonna have to do some swatching for this, which also takes time, which is good. Yeah, bifurca vest. I feel it could be a really cool summer top. The issue with this is that it's so rough that yes, I'll probably have to wear a glove, and it's like, it says it's a fingering, but like, in what world? This is probably a lace, like these are not the same. So I don't know what they were thinking calling this a fucking fingering weight. So I might have to ball some of this separately. If it was held double, I think it would be nice, you know? Can we see anything when I'm doing stuff like that? Probably not, but I just think that would be really cool. Words are not coming to me. I don't know. So there you go. Plan for that. If that's an absolute fail, then it'll be something else, right? This cone is kind of whatever. I have plenty of space in my suitcase. Not a big deal. Whatever. It's fine. Next. Okay, I did bring my alpaca gray yarn. I had started trying to knit a shawl with this. I hated it, so I've just like brought this. This might become a scarf. I have an idea for the pattern. I don't remember what it's called. It'd be matching with Sierra because I have no original thought, and I'm obsessed with them and everything they do, even though I haven't even started this. They're just planning on it. But photo here, I think I would save my Ravelry somewhere. So photo here, name here, blah, 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 but like fun lace scarf. Again, trying to think of things that would take me a long time. Do I need a lace scarf for Mexico? No, but I need knitting. So that was brought. And then lastly, this is the only sock yarn I brought, the leftovers from my grow socks. And I'll just do another pair of shorties with this, because I feel like sock yarn I might be able to find, we'll see. And then for Eric, a while ago, I knit him this sock, which I hated. So it's going to be frogged, but instead I brought a little bit of white and red. These are just some red scraps. You'll be fine with them being slightly different. Just to do like a pair of those classic like roots ribbed socks with the white red stripes, like the cabin socks. And then these are boy socks, so like they should took a good long time. Ooh, this one fits really well though, so I'm gonna keep it intact. Knit the second one, then frog this guy and knit him another one. So that's another pair of socks. That's it. I'm now thinking that I thought I brought more sock yarn, but I didn't. So that was pretty fucking dumb of me. But yeah, hopefully I'll be able to find some sock yarn somewhere. There are a couple of yarn stores that I have found in Mexico City. None of them are really close by, but whatever, I can make a trip out of it. Shoving them all in my bag. Sorry for the noise, whatever. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. This like looks like a big bag of stuff, right? So you'd think it would be fine, but I don't really know. It's hard to know how much knitting I'll even be doing either. It's probably not just gonna sit inside and knit 8 hours a day like I have been sometimes in Montreal. So we'll see. Oh, I'm kind of itchy. Life's so hard. Life is so hard. I'm on a 3.5 month vacation in Mexico. Don't know what knitting I'm gonna do. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I just love to whine, okay? Who doesn't love to complain? We're a pro complaining channel here. But thank you for sitting through that and listening to my ramblings. Do tell me if you have any ideas for a summer top for me to do out of the rest of that crochet top. Do tell me that I'm not crazy for trying to force a moon crush out of that yarn, that it doesn't want to be a moon crush, but I want it to be a moon crush. And do tell me what you're working on, because I would love to know. Like, literally, I love being nosy. I just want to know. Even if it has nothing to do with me, I want to know. You know? Follow me on Instagram at skeinylegend. Easy. And like, subscribe, blah blah blah. I'll see you soon. I am planning to podcast from Mexico, obviously. Just your regular ass podcast, just without the boo-boo painting. R.I.P. boo-boo painting. She will be missed. Bye.